Too much running and playing around. Okay, here we are, the beginning of day 9. So today what we will do is continue to put the rebar on top all the way around and the rest of the poles. Now I believe that what they will do is they will also start putting in the chain link, because here they will put some forms and put concrete in there, but the chain link will be embedded in the cement. The forms should be arriving today so they can use them tomorrow morning. But we'll see. Okay. On another note, let me say, yesterday morning, while the guys were up, I ordered more steel. I ordered some 1-inch PVC pipes for another project, and I ordered more cement. And I ordered this from SCG. They did a fantastic job. This was ordered in the morning, and by 3 o'clock everything was here, unloaded and ready to go. No fussing, no complaints. Everybody moved everything and did their job. They were all smiles and happy. Now I didn't film it because this character wanted to help unload the steel and the cement, so I had to keep an eye on them and hold them back. But SCG, good job. Okay, here we are on day 9. Odigap! They will continue to make some more of those rectangular rebar things. And these guys will make more of this little rectangular round bar things. And of course, because they come in a U-shaped type thing, they have to be straightened out. It does add some work, but it does make it easy to transport. You don't have to put them on an 18-wheeler to move them around. Here's the automatic gate opener. They have to open this because the forms are coming. Now they're getting ready to cut some more of that round bar to make those little rectangular things there. And these guys are over here putting those rebar together to go on top of the fence. Okay, so the forms were dropped off. Now all we need to do is put them on and put some concrete and get it done. All right. And this, he continues to do this. These guys are doing that, and slowly but surely it's getting there. Okay, they're taking that rebar thing and they're going to start setting them in from the corner towards the 34-meter section. We've got 3 done, so they're going to put them on there so they can weld the post. And then they could put that concrete in there, followed by the forms. And here he is, he's pulling 4 more of that rebar so he can make another one. And here he continues to make more of those things there. Okay, they're fitting the rebar thing to the corner pole so it can be attached to both the pole and the rebar going in the opposite direction. Okay, there it goes. This is drilled into the wall, and those reinforcement rods will be tied to this. When the concrete comes in, it'll keep it from going side to side or anything.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay, so they've taken the boards off this thing. That's that piece where it covers the column. Oh, you got that thing up in a knot. And then what they're going to do is they're going to put these forms on here so they can pour this over there. They're putting the boards to cover the rebar where the column is at. So that's good. Hopefully they get a lot done today. We'll see. Okay, so they started to put the outside forms. And they put a nail in the bottom to hold it. And then there'll be wire between the 2 bamboo pieces there to press it up against the block. But before they pour, they have to get the chain link fence. Have to get the chain link fence put in so it can be embedded in the concrete. This character likes to sleep between 12 and 3:30 or so. So I can't be inside with him and he won't stay out inside by himself. So I brought the bed out and he's laying down here where he can smell me, hear me. I don't know, whatever keeps him in place. So there he is, taking a nap, supervising Thai style. So here goes one side up. They're making their way down. And over there, they're doing the little column things So once this chain link fence goes up here, they can actually pour this concrete and the column concrete on the other side. Okay, so they're getting ready to install the chain link here. I'm curious to see what they're gonna do. Find out in a minute. Okay, so here's the first 10 meters laid out. And what's gonna happen is he will weld this first one here, then stretch it to the second one, stretch it to the third one, and so on and so forth. And they have to take that second roll and attach it to this first roll, stretch it out, attach the third roll, and so on and so forth. We'll check it out as it goes. Now this is going to take some skill here because it's relatively thin. He's trying to find the right setting on this thing. Like anything, starting that first row is the hardest. Once you get going, it gets a lot easier. And over here, these guys are getting ready to mix some cement so they can do the columns on the second run. Okay, there's them guys down there mixing up. Some cement to put in between the blocks and the little columns. Things are on their way. A funny thing happened on the way to the market. I gave them a ladder, and this is what they rather use. Okay. Up to them. Okay, so here it goes. There's stretch, weld, stretch, weld, stretch, weld. And the bottom will be wired to the rebar because there's too much tension going up, so it tends to melt through. It won't hold too good. But wire is adequate because it will be buried in cement, so that's good. Now I emphasized how important it is to be tight, so hopefully that instruction will carry all the way through. Well, we have our first problem here. The instructions were given in Thai to Thai, and they still got it wrong. I can understand if the instructions were English to Thai. That thing turned into a mess because they didn't connect them like I told them to. So now they're going to have to cut, throw some pieces away, and re-weld. Now they're not happy because I told them it was wrong, but it's not my fault.
Excellent.
Okay, no problem. Okay, so here they're linking the two 10-meter sections together in midair because I told them to do it on the ground, which is a lot easier, but they decided not to. So now there's a little bit of a struggle. It'll get done, but there's no need for it. All I had to do was do it on the ground. So hopefully when they extend this one, they will link the next one before it goes up. Okay, so they're making sure the ends are tied up so they don't come apart. Now, I told them to take the third roll of wire and attach it to it so that when it comes time to attaching the next 10 meters, they're doing it on the ground and not up in the air. Okay, so they put it together. I had them take it apart and redo it because it was not looped in there correctly, but now it's good. Now they know how this is supposed to hook to each other. So let's find out. The thing about this, guys, is once they get it right once, they're okay. I don't know if they've ever attached these things together or not, but they have now. And those guys over there are steadily going at it. They're a little bit past halfway, so that's good. I love it when a plan comes together. They've assembled it, they've put it up there. Now they're going to loosely tie a wire here and there to hold it, and then they will come back and start welding this thing. Perfect. Okay, so they've put cement all the way from the corner to these little columns. All the way down. All the way down. So they're gonna get to the corner before they go home. Oi! Okay, here we are at the end of the day. The fence, the chain link fence is up to that second pole, past that 4x4. The forms are in to about here on the other side. Tomorrow they will finish welding this chain link fence to the poles, finish putting in those forms, and they will pour concrete all the way to the corner here. And then what they will do is they will remove all these boards where the cement is being poured into the columns. They will weld all the poles that go here so that they can turn around and put cement in between those blocks. So by tomorrow there should be cement all in between those blocks, and the little boards should be where the columns are being poured in there. This should have concrete in here, and the fence should be welded all to at least that corner. But of course, tomorrow we'll see what happens. But today, went rather well, I would say. Okay, we'll see you tomorrow. Okay, here it is. This would have been the beginning of day 9, except they took the day off. However, they've started to flood the fields. Talk about in the nick of time. So, luckily, we've got the block up. We've got the little walkways all the way around. So, as they're working, they can go on the little walkway and the fields can be flooded. So, oof. Thanks for watching.
ขอบคุณเจ้า
See you next time.
แล้วปะกันแฮมไมนะเจ้า
See you.
บ๊ายบาย